Thanks so much for joining. I'm Lorelei Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest and many online, and we interview our practitioners and vendors so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm excited to be here today with Sheela Meduri. Sheela, it's lovely to be with you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. So tell us, what is it that you do? What do you offer at our events?
I'm going to offer a talk on integrative quantum healing. And this is sort of a self taught practice that I've discovered along the way of many other practices like Qigong, laser Reiki, and meditation, really. And so, as I've become more aware of my own energy body, I've sort of discovered a more channeled form of healing. So, that's why I
Mm.
call it quantum healing. You can also say channeled, self-taught, but we're just trying to learn about what we can do, really.
Well, so it sounds like you studied a bunch of modalities, and then how did this new way of practicing emerge in you? Were you working with people with it, or just in your own practice and yourself? Like, what
It's
happened?
Yeah, it's really interesting. So I really learned from my grandfather, actually, solar yoga and meditation practice at a really early age. So I kind of always had that in my toolbox. And what I did around 2020 is I did the 6 month long laser Reiki certification. And I didn't really know much about Reiki and what that meant. The instructors I met really what they're kind of in their 80s and 90s, and they have been Reiki masters their whole adult life. So what they did is they channeled a new symbol from an angel, and here I am, like, okay, let's do this, let's learn this. I don't think I'm, and then I don't think I'm doing traditional Reiki, so I don't really say that. It's a new method. We access higher realms for energy work, and we have a lot of support during that time. So as I completed that certification, and maybe about a year or two later, my hand started moving in another direction. So we have our movements really for laser Reiki, and then I started moving in another direction that is more of a circular. So it's kind of like back to qigong and some of the movements I used to do, and I started to really discover this is more quantum healing. So I combine a little bit of everything. The biggest difference I see for people when I put them sort of, I call it the quantum bubble, is they are all of a sudden have access to more a higher range of themselves. So the healers kind of have a more direct channel to their healing ability. Mediums they get messages right away. People who are kind of looking for answers, they start to gain that wisdom. So it's really, and I call it integrative quantum healing because you start to integrate these aspects of yourself. We don't have a veil anymore. We don't have time in this quantum space. So you are just kind of accessing now this information really rapidly, integrating it. And people typically feel just a lot lighter afterwards. They feel more grounded with themselves.
Yeah. I know I'm all excited and I want to try it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, so you use the term we. Is it you and your teachers? Is it the beings that you're channeling? Like what is the we for you? Do you know what I mean as
Oh
you talk
yeah,
about it? Yeah.
I guess it's really because it's a process. I guess it's me and whoever I'm working with or the
Okay.
group. And
Okay.
so it's usually the person, but you will be surprised. People, some of them they bring in, they have angels that they talk to, they have ascended masters, they have spirit team, and they are just shocked when I bring them into their field. And they can feel their frequency shift as this person or being comes in. So I say we because it's such a multi-dimensional team,
Mhm.
and people are just surprised because they're used to praying, they're used to connecting, they're used to having their conversations, but energetically feeling that presence right there is a new experience for them. So, so that's another thing about the quantum field is we have access to other dimensions, and you can bring in your guides and in your team and loved ones as well. So there's a little bit of mediumship going on there. I don't deliver messages directly. I connect you with that person or that being, and you're allowed to get the message yourself. So I just help. I hold space for all of this to happen, and I guess that's kind of what I meant by we because it's such a collective experience.
Wow. I was as soon as you said laser Reiki, I was thinking about another practitioner we have that did laser Reiki in Oregon. Like she was always very popular. She was always very busy. So no one else really talks about laser Reiki, even though more people may be trained in it. So that's exciting. And you're in like an even new new extra other things
Yeah,
that's going
we
on.
probably learned from the same instructor because there's only one school teaching it.
Okay,
So yeah.
okay, wow. And then I was wondering, can you share a little bit more about what you're experiencing as you're working with people? Like, how do you, yeah, if this question makes sense, like, what do you sense? What do you experience? And you said you don't specifically have messages come through, but yeah, what is happening for you
Yeah,
as you
it's
work?
really interesting. So I'm an energy body intuitive. So I step into my quantum field and then I connect them to theirs, and I experience their energy body. So if their solar plexus are closed, I feel it. Their third eye is closed, I feel it. When they start to surrender and open up, I know it. So I can go. It's a biofeedback system here. It's like I can coach them and guide them and tell them what's working, and just kind of hold space for that. I do experience I've had people come in with a lot of stuff, and I'm kind of surprised how much I can take in, and as soon as I end the session it's all gone,
And
you
as
know.
you,
So yeah.
well, I'd say as you talk about it, it sounds more like energetic, maybe emotional, not specifically heading in the medical intuitive kind of direction, but it seems like it certainly could go there if it's not already.
I used to kind of say medical intuition. I played around with all these words because they're interchangeable. So there's a little bit of that, but I don't say it because I can't guarantee that I'm going to pick up on a condition and heal a condition. So
Oh, yeah.
and it's there's such an intelligent system. So I don't know, like someone might be coming in with an intention, but the energy is going to focus somewhere else,
Mhm.
right now. And because that block needs to be healed before what they want can be focused on. So I really just kind of go. I'm going there with them. Really, they're not alone, and so that's a big deal. That they kind of like feel really supported. Sometimes when I can feel what they're feeling,
Mhm.
and I can also detect like deeper layers. Like especially in the heart chakra, there's like childhood stuff. There's deeper layers of grief. So I kind of just hold space for them to feel it, and sometimes they actually have to feel that heartache. They
Yeah.
actually have to. And so in this quantum field, it's very safe. It's a very supportive environment for people to cry or experience that heartache or that loss, and to just, and then when it's gone it just kind of lifts out of their system, and so it's very beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited hearing you talk about what you do. Yeah. Really, really excited. I'm so grateful that you're connecting with the community and that more people will have access to what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Yeah. You're
excited.
welcome. Well, so let's see. Your website's on your video, but could tell us your website. How else do you want people to reach out to you if they want to learn more and connect with you?
Yeah, so I used to do a form of behavioral therapy. So I have my website is behaviorquotient.com. I kept that, even though I incorporate some of my behavioral coaching into my work now. It's now sort of an energy healing, quantum healing business. So yeah, you can definitely find more information at behaviorquotient.com. There's an email there if you want to ask me questions, what I do, any specials I have coming up. And there's a link if you want to book a session. Yeah.
Great, great. Thank you so much. I'm excited to have you be part of the community. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. And thanks everyone for listening and watching. You can find out more about all of our events at MeWeFairs.com. Thank you so much, Sheila.
Thank you.